Hi everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with an interesting to me video. Hopefully you guys will feel the same way. I know this is a different filming setup. I actually just got done filming my reaction to my DNA results, so the camera was like down and closer because I was at my computer, and I'm gonna be at my computer for this video too. I am taking inspiration from a ton of you who have done this recently. I believe the Sloth Reader just did it most recently. I will have her video linked down below, as well as some others that I really enjoyed. But I'm basically going to be going through Goodreads and looking at the books that I have rated the highest and the lowest and comparing that to Goodreads ratings. So I'm going to go and I've sorted my Goodreads through like ratings. So if I rated something 5 stars and it's like in the 3 something rating, just like things that I rated high that other people didn't, things that I rated low that other people rated high, we're gonna look and we're gonna see what I rated that was opposite to what the majority of Goodreads did. So we're gonna start with all the things that I rated really low that people really loved. First of all, maybe a DNF, Tempests and Slaughter by Tamora Pierce. I DNF'd that and it's a 4.23 rating. I didn't actually rate it, so it's just a DNF without a rating, but it just wasn't for me. And then let's get to the 1-star reviews. I 1-starred The Evolution of Mara Dyer because I don't like the Mara Dyer trilogy, and that one is rated 4.32, so clearly my 1-star is the outlier. I don't like Mara, I don't like Noah, I don't like the unreliable narrator. There's just nothing about that series that I appreciate it, so I'm not surprised. Alessandra Torres' Black Lies, which we read for one of our Smutty Book Club books, that's a 4.31 rating, and I gave it 1 star, but that was a garbage book, so I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. 1-starred Uprooted by Naomi Novik, and that is a 4.11 average rating. I didn't like anything about that. I didn't like the story, I didn't like the writing style, I didn't like just nothing. You guys know I don't like it. I gave Robin Rose A List of Cages 1 star because I found it deeply problematic, really troubling, poorly written. I didn't like anything about it. I felt like the parent and teacher interaction and just the way that adults were written, even just the characters themselves were not entirely likable. So I 1-starred that and it's a 4.32 average rating. Outlander 4.21, gave that one a 1 star. You guys know how I feel about that one too. Was not a fan, DNF'd it about halfway through. I gave Breathe, which was by Anne-Sophie Brasme. I gave that 2 stars, and that's an average 3.58, so not like the highest. That one was about like a really toxic female friendship, and I just did not like it. The Raven King, just the entire All for the Game series, essentially by Nora Sakovic. I 2 or 1-starred all of that, and that's an average 4.47 rating. You guys know I am not a fan, so sorry, not sorry. For the Divergent Collection short stories from Four's point of view, I gave 2 stars, and that's an average 4.08. Didn't think it was necessary, didn't think it added anything extra to the story whatsoever, just money grabby. Didn't give me any other insight, really. Similarly, Twilight, Life and Death, the gender swap retelling. That's an average 3.38. I gave it 2 stars. Again, just not necessary. Felt super money grabby. Sweet Tooth, Volume 2. I was not a huge fan of the Sweet Tooth graphic novel series. I gave that 2 stars, and it's an average 4.12. Also 2-starred Jessica Cluis's Shadow Brighting Burning. Not a fan of that one. The average rating on that is 3.75, so not hugely popular, but I 2-starred it. Ruth Ware's In a Dark Wood, I gave 2 stars. The average for that is 3.66. I thought that was super poorly done. Character made choices that just made no sense. I just did not enjoy that. Milk and Honey, I 2-starred, and that's an average 4.17. Not my kind of poetry, just didn't get it. Also 2-starred a lot of Maggie Stiefvater's The Wolves of Mercy, Shiver, Linger. Linger in particular is a 3.91. I 2-starred that one. DNF'd and 2-starred Wild Beauty at about 85%, and that is a average 3.66 rating by Anna Marie McLemore's Wild Beauty. Not a fan of that one. Price Guide to the Occult is new, out. I 2-starred that. I have a full review of that, and that is an average 3.44. The third All for the Game book is an average 4.64. I 2-starred it. The Summer I Turned Pretty, I 2-starred, and that's a 3.95. Sorry, not sorry about that one either. Emma Mills' Foolish Hearts, which you guys know I love This Adventure Ends, but I 2-starred Foolish Hearts, and that's an average 4.24. I did not connect to that story at all. I also 2-starred The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. Did not like that, didn't like the storytelling, didn't like the story, didn't like much about it at all. That's a 4.25 average rating, and I 2-starred it. Identical by Ellen Hopkins, I 2-starred, and that's an average 4.33. I just don't like Ellen Hopkins' writing, is what I'm realizing. Sorry, not sorry. Also, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, I 2-starred, and it's an average 4.03. Just not my thing. Now we're into 3-star ratings, so I'm going to swap the ratings, go the opposite direction, and change my battery really quick. I'll be right back to go over the ones that I rated very high. I'm going to go through and now look at everything that I rated really high that was not rated high. So if I gave it a 5-star and it's anywhere below a 4, I will let you guys know. Ooh, love Stargirl. I gave 5 stars just because I love Jerry Spinelli's writing. I love Stargirl, and that has an average 3.81. So I 5-starred something that, you know, is below that 4-star mark. 3.81 is not bad by all means, but not quite as high as I went. The Wicked Deep, currently by Shay Earnshaw, which you guys know I just finished, absolutely loved, gave 5 stars to. That's currently sitting at 3.97, and I 5-starred it, so technically falls below that 4-star mark. I did see a lot of the plot twists coming, but I love the story and the storytelling and the characters so much that I didn't care, but I could see how it could get a little bit lower, but like not under a 4. To me, I don't see that necessarily. Let's see, what else? My 5 stars apparently, just the first Stargirl is a 3.75 and I 5-starred it. I get it, the relationship is problematic between the main character and her love interest, but I really love Stargirl. I loved the story, and I 5-starred it, but it's an average 3.75. I also 5-starred Every Hearted Doorway by Shauna Maguire, and I will not apologize for it. I have the whole trilogy of books that are so far published up there. The average rating on that is 3.87. I 5-starred it without hesitation. Oh, The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. I read so long ago and 5-starred. I think also because it was set near me, so like the setting and the vibe, I read it way before BookTube, way before I was reading critically, and I really enjoyed it. So I gave that one 5 stars, but the rating on that one is a good bit lower than that. The Smell of Other People's Houses just barely made it. It's 4.01, and I 5-starred that. I apparently 5-star a lot of books that you guys also like. Ooh, wait, here's a couple. The Girl in 6E, I 5-starred, and it's a 3.83. I don't know. I really, really love it. You guys know I love it. I think I have a review on the whole trilogy, but I just love the psychological thriller part of it. I just thought it was really, really well done. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart is a super polarizing one, so I'm not surprised that one's a 3.85, which is actually, for how polarizing it is, pretty high, and I 5-starred that. I recently did a Throwback Thursday on it. If you're interested, I will have that linked up above, because I really, really like it. Aragon, The Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini, I read so long ago, and I 5-starred that, and it's a 3.87. I probably would not 5-star it if I went back and read it now, seeing that I've read a whole bunch more fantasy, but I read that when I was just like so in the mood for fantasy. Hadn't really read other like dragon-ish books, but it's very character-driven. It's very political, plot-driven, and it's not super fast-paced, so I get it. It was also written by a 15-year-old boy, which is freaking phenomenal. So I really enjoyed that series as a whole, but it does have a lower rating. The Host, I 5-starred, and that's a 3.84. I also did a Throwback Thursday on that one, but I happen to really like it. Angels and Demons by Dan Brown is a 3.87, and I 5-starred it. Again, I don't read much like mystery, suspense, crime, so like if I like it and love it, I usually give it a pretty high rating. But if that's like a genre that you read a ton in, I could totally see how you would not like rate that as highly. I don't read a ton of it, so when I enjoy it, I tend to rate it a little bit higher. And now we're into 4-star ratings. So if it's a 4-star rating, it would have to be a 3 or under, I guess, like a whole star below. And so far, none of that is happening, and I don't think we're going to run into that, so I think we might have run out. I happen to just like books that other people also really like, apparently. I think that's everything for this video. I think that about covers all of the ones that I rated high, that other people rated low, and that I rated low, that other people rated high. It was really interesting to just kind of look through this and see. None of them super surprised me. I think a lot of the ones that I like are a little bit more polarizing. I was a little bit surprised to see The Wicked Deep a little bit lower than I thought it should be, just because I happen to really love it. But I don't get defensive. I welcome all different opinions. So that was really cool to look at. I'm excited that I finally sat down and filmed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. Let me know what your most polarizing low rated to high rated on Goodreads comparison is in the comments down below. I would love to know what you guys are reading and liking or hating that other people liked or hated differently, opposingly. I'm not wording correctly. That's it for this video though. If you liked it, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye guys.